Step 1. The first thing I did to construct my poster was pick the photos that I wanted to use. Due to the fact that I got inspiration from the film poster After Earth, I knew that I would need 2 photos as I wanted to use double exposure. I chose this photo of Will because of his direct address. I also thought that his facial expression in this photo is slightly creepy, which will help to make the audience feel uncomfortable and give an insight into what type of film it is. I chose a photo of Alice being chased by Will, as it is a screenshot of one of my favourite shots from the film. I also think that it will link well to the thriller genre, as my antagonist character is a dark silhouette in the background chasing the protagonist's character. It also has a dark colour scheme, as it is slightly black and white, due to the fact that it is a flashback. Step 2. I then used the magic wand on Photoshop to go around the photo of Will and get rid of the background. After this, I added a white background and blurred the edges around Will to make the photo look smoother. I then chose the channel with the most contrast and dragged it into the new icon. This made the photo black and white. Step 3. I then went to adjustments and altered the tones and shadows to make the image dramatically darker. Then I used the brush tool to cover up any highlights and make the photo of Will a silhouette. After this, I pressed Command and clicked the layer to make the selection. Then I inversed the picture. Once I had done this, I copied the photo of Will chasing Alice into Photoshop. I moved it to the top of the layer stack and Command and clicked the thumbnail of the portrait and applied the layer mask to clip the photo of Alice being chased. I unlinked the photo of Alice being chased so I was able to scale the photo. I found that it needed to be flipped so it fitted better to Will's face, so all of his features were still visible. Step 4. I then duplicated the original photo and used the brush tool with the black fill to erase the bits of the photo of Will that I did not need, so that the photo of Alice being chased was visible. I then reduced the opacity of the photo to make Will appear slightly faded and the photo of Alice being chased stand out more. Step 5. After this, I cropped the photo to make it the same size as the poster. I chose to use bold white writing for the title as I thought it would stand out better and contrast well with my dark colour scheme. I put the title on the top of Will's head as I thought that it would stand out more here and be more visible to the audience. I then put the name of the actors at the top of the poster and the release date at the bottom, as this is very conventional amongst posters, especially thriller posters. Step 6. The final thing I did was add the final adjustments. For this, I moved the name of the actors to just above the title of the film because I thought it looked more professional this way. Another thing I did was add the age rating at the bottom right hand corner of the poster so that the audience knew whether they were able to watch this film or not and whether it was suitable for their age. It also helped to let the audience know what type of film it was, so I've put the age rating 15 as there is a lot of blood and gore in my film. I also added the link to the film website in the bottom left hand corner of the poster. All in all, I think that my poster was very successful as it went along with the conventions of thriller film posters.